Hello, this is DracoFlame67, and welcome back to the Tales of Symphonia Boss Tour Remastered. This time, we are fighting Celsius, the summoned spirit of ice. Celsius is notable for being the only summoned spirit in the game with an elemental weakness. She is weak to fire. To partially compensate for that, Celsius does not fight alone. She brings Fenrir with her, and you have to fight both of these bosses at the same time. Thankfully, Fenrir is also weak to fire, so we can build around that fire weakness to take care of both enemies. Furthermore, Fenrir also has ice element attack attributes, so all its attacks are ice. Which means if we can get characters to resist ice, that will be good, because they'll be able to take all of Fenrir's attacks better. And Celsius does have several ice attacks of her own. She will use Freeze Lancer and Ice Tornado on higher difficulties. She will also use Absolute once her health gets low. And in addition to spells, she also has some ice special attacks. She'll use something, don't remember the name of it, but she can punch the ground and send icicles all around her, so even if you're behind her, she can still do a lot of damage. On higher difficulties, she also has an arcane strike called Shattering Roar. What that does is she puts a massive chunk of ice right in front of her. So if you're right in front of her when she uses it, you get encased in a block of ice, and then she breaks it open with a beast, which she can also use. And if a character gets hit with that, it can, on Mania, they're definitely dead. On hard, probably dead. We will get to the Mania Mode Fight later. For now, we're going to see what the plan is on normal. Alright. So here I am with the normal mode file. I just got through all the Temple of Ice with a holy bottle, so I didn't have to get into any encounters. Unfortunately, there are no save points within the Temple of Ice itself, so the save file was set to right before I went in. But anyway, I'm bringing in Lloyd, Sheena, Genus, and Rain, all level 46. Zelos, Rigo, and Colette are 45, Perseus 44. The first thing you want to make sure of is as many characters as possible resist ice. So with that in mind, I have Sheena on the card of ice. The card of ice is Sheena's strongest weapon right now. Ordinarily, I would think maybe use the card of fire or the card of lightning. Problem is, they're fairly weak, so even with that elemental weakness, you're still not going to be doing a lot of damage. So keep the card of ice for the ice resistance, and override the ice element attack with the sardonyx. This gives Sheena lightning element attacks while keeping the resistance to ice and that high damage. And, also have Blue Talisman for extra defense. And then Genus, I've given the Aqua Cape. You can find that in the Tetheala Renegade base. It's a hidden chest near one of the staircases in the final room. Give Genus the Aqua Cape for ice resist. Black Onyx for extra health. Rain gets the Penguinist gloves, which also give ice resist. As the progression of the dungeon, you require getting 3 Penguinist Quills and bringing them to someone in Fenrir who will craft the Penguinist Gloves. They have equal defense boost to the Kitchen Mittens, just resist ice instead of fire. Unlike the Kitchen Mittens, you can only craft 1 Penguinist Gloves, while as you can buy as many Kitchen Mittens as you want. So only one of them can get ice resist through the Penguinist Gloves, and only female characters can wear the gloves. I'm giving the Penguinist Gloves to Rain. That means Lloyd is the only character I'm bringing in that does not have an ice resist. Instead, he has fire element damage with the Garnet. This is the main reason why you want to fight Efreet before coming to Tetheala. Because you have the Garnet, you can give a character fire element damage for the Celsius battle. In addition, he has the Emerald Ring to reduce TP, and Defensor, which you can find in the Temple of Ice for extra defense. Regarding unison attacks, Lloyd is on Beast, Genus is on Eruption, we have Fiery Beast, and since Rain has learned Ray, I've put Ray on Sideways, and Sheena can use Power Seal Absolute. Regarding techs, if Sheena ends up in Overlimit, I'm going to have her summon Efreet. And since Tempest has been used 200 times, Lloyd can use Blazing Tempest. If you're bringing Genus in, you might as well disable all techs except fire ones. I've got Eruption and Raging Mist available, so I'm enabling both of them. Eruption is very good at for single targets. Keeps combos going, keeps them up, very good like that. Raging Mist doesn't do any knockback at all, but it does a lot of damage. And Rain, I've disabled Ray because enemy is not weak to light. It's better to save the TP for healing, and if you're going to attack, use the one that's going to come out faster, and it's going to stun a target for longer periods of time. That's Photon. Regarding X skills, Lloyd has the same setup as from several normal mode fights at this point. Sheena, I've given her Life Drain, Strong Vitality, and E-Guard. It increases the amount of HP drained by Life Steal. I don't know how often the AI uses this, but well, it will help a bit. And then Genus and Rain have the same setups as before as well. Also, one thing to mention about Lloyd, his title is now Combo Expert. If you missed the fun with farming about getting that 60-hit combo, well, I strongly recommend you watch that video, because it shows how to get the Combo Expert title in a very efficient way. And now Lloyd has this title, which means his level ups are going to be about as good as the Mania Mode playthrough's level ups at the start of the game. Alright, one last thing about X skills before going in. Right now, I have Colette's level 2 X skill set to personal. This increases the duration of the Holy Bottle effect. That helps a bit with navigating this dungeon without getting into any encounters before the boss. Now, with all this said, I am going to start fighting, and yeah. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. I got a fairly bad death. Sheena kept attacking Celsius when she was supposed to be attacking Fenrir. Celsius started using Ice Tornado before I meant it. I should probably just aim for Fenrir first. Yeah, I'll do that. Also, Hurricane Thrust has a wind. I don't need that. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, I'll try this. Try that.
I seek a pact with Celsius. I ask that thou annulst thy pact with Mythos and establish a new pact with me.
You seek a pact with me? How amusing. Let's see if you can handle me. Show me your power.
Don't like that. You ready for this? Run! Force seal! Burn! No way! Raging mist!
Tiger Flip!
Run! Light! Force seal!
Rain.
I've got Swallow Dance! Eruption!
Pretty good.
Swallow Dance!
Take
this!
Sword
Freeze Lancer!
Here we go.
Power seal!
Beast.
Ray! Eruption! Go!
Fiery beast.
Take this! Freeze Lancer! Rush! Fire seal! Beast! Help is on the way.
Mist. Take Tiger Blade. Sword ring.
Ready? Nurse! Ice Spear! Rush! Fire seal!
Sword ring. Tempest. Burn.
Raging mist! Take this! Ice tornado! Rush! Force seal! Take this! Burn! Tornado! Get him!
Guardian.
Eruption! Beast!
No way. Take Tiger Blade. Sword ring. Tempest. Rush.
I lost?
Not a bad exercise, was it?
Alright, that was a much better fight. So, that was Celsius on normal. Yeah, aiming for Fenrir first, I think is generally a good idea. Because Celsius's behavior changes when her health gets low, you want to hold that off as long as possible, because if Fenrir's still around, it becomes harder to deal with Celsius once her health gets low. So that's just a general idea. Aim for Fenrir first. That might be what we need to do in Mania as well, but we will see. Alright, and here I am with the Mania Mode file. This time, instead of playing with Lloyd, I will be playing with Zelos. The reason for this is largely due to equipment. In the normal mode fight, I gave Lloyd the Garnet so he could do a lot of extra damage. But on Mania, I think it's absolutely essential that everyone is resistant to ice, at the very least. And since Sheena has the card of ice, I want Sheena immune to ice. So in order to make sure everyone resists ice, I need multiple Penguinist Quills. Unlike, say, Water, Earth, and Lightning, which have Poison Charm, Stone Charm, Paralysis Charm, those on their own will give a resistance to that element. The Penguinist Quill by itself does not resist ice. See, if I take one Penguinist Quill off Rain, we see that there's the ice element icon on defense, but it doesn't say reduce. So that lets us know that we're on the way to an ice resistance, but we don't have it yet. That's because of the way elemental resistances work. They go by, there are 2 points, basically. They go by a point system. 1 point of resistance is not enough to cut damage in half. You need 2 points of resistance. Most equipment will give 2 points of resistance, but some only give 1. Penguinist Quill only gives 1. The Resist Ring gives 1 point of resistance to all elements, but makes you weak to non-elemental. So Penguinist Quill by itself can't give you a resistance, but equipping 2 Penguinist Quills can give you a resistance. So Rain and Zelos have 2 Penguinist Quills for that ice resist. I chose Zelos instead of Lloyd because in the Altamira shop, you can buy the Flame Dagger, which gives Zelos a fire element weapon that is actually his strongest weapon at this particular moment. So he has a very high damaging, super effective weapon without relying on accessory slots for that element. That frees up Sheena to equip the Garnet instead. So we still have the card of ice, and the Penguinist gloves, instead of putting them on Rain, I put them on Sheena. And now for Sheena's second equipment, for Sheena's second accessory slot, I put another Penguinist Quill. That will give Sheena an immunity to ice. And with ice immunity, all of Celsius's spells will not hurt her, and she will not be hurt by Fenrir at all. Meanwhile, Genus still has the Aqua Cape and actually still has the Black Onyx. Genus, instead of using Eruption and Raging Mist, I have him using Explosion instead for more damage. Once Celsius and Fenrir, once I only have to deal with one of them, I may switch from Explosion to Eruption. But right now, I want Explosion. And to help facilitate getting those explosions out, I've put... This is one of the very, very few times you will see me use Concentrate. I will talk about why Concentrate isn't in my opinion, it is an overrated Compound X skill. But I will talk more about why when we get to the Advanced Singles Coliseum, way down the line. But for this battle, I think Concentrate is actually worth it, because I want those explosions going off, and with the Black Onyx giving him extra health, I think if he gets hit once or twice, he'll still be able to survive, provided Celsius isn't using Shattering Roar. He'll be able to survive to get an explosion off, and yeah. Meanwhile, Rain still has Quick Spell. Sheena still has Combo Force. Blood Spirit isn't actually all that useful because in my testing, I realized that Blood Spirit only gives you TP if you take damage. So, but since Fenrir will not be doing any damage at all, she's not going to be getting damaged as much as it's. She's not going to be getting damaged often enough for Blood Spirit to be worth it. And meanwhile, with Zelos, I still have Super Blast, but my fourth, that flex spot with the level max, I put on Dash, because I think I need that extra speed. Especially at the very beginning of the fight, because from what I've seen of watching other people play Celsius on Mania, it seems like she always opens with one Shattering Roar. If I have Dash, I can jump over Celsius's head and just avoid it. And also to help with that, I have Sheena, Genus, and Rain all in hold position just to start the fight, because I don't want them getting close to Celsius when she uses Shattering Roar. As soon as that first Shattering Roar goes off, I will put Sheena on front lines, Genus and Rain on long-range magic. And then I'm pretty sure I'll still be going for Fenrir first. That's because not only is the Flame Dagger a fire element weapon, Fenrir is a beast, and all daggers do added damage to beasts. So the Flame Dagger happens to basically be Fenrir's kryptonite. So, yeah, that's my preparation for the Celsius fight in a nutshell. Actually, hold on, I need to talk about unison attacks. Genus is using Explosion. Because Sheena and Zelos both have fire element weapons, Supersonic Thrust and Power Seal Absolute will both do fire damage, so I figure I'm going to go with Power Thrust. And then Rain, I'm going to have her use Photon on Sideways instead of Holy Lance, because Holy Lance will combo with Supersonic Thrust to make Gungnir, which normally is stronger than Power Thrust, but it's light element, and I want to maximize on the fire element damage. Yeah. So, that's my unison attack. It'll be Power Thrust. And actually, speaking of Zelos' techs, Hellpire I have on right trigger, and then I have Light Spear on up, Lightning Blade on down, Demon Fang neutral. Demon Fang is just, it's a lot better than Sonic Thrust, even though Demon Fang is hard-coded to be non-elemental. Oh well. Light Spear will turn into fire. Lightning Blade, it's lightning, so it'll still do extra damage to Fenrir. And Hellpire will do extra damage to both of them. Let's get into the battle. On normal mode, I rage quit on my first death. On Mania, because I'm expecting the battle to take a while, and I don't want to have to walk through the Temple of Ice every single time to try again, I'm just going to take whatever this fight is, even if it's atrocious, I'm still going to show it. Alright, let's get into the battle.
I seek a pact with Celsius. I ask that thou annulst thy pact with Mythos and establish a new pact with me.
You seek a pact with me? How amusing. Let's see if you can handle me.
Show me your power.
Alright. Shattering Roar dodged.
Demon Fang!
Rush! Light Power Seal! No way! Photon!
Light Spear!
Serpent Rock Force!
Alright, Rain give... Wait, hold on. Put a magic button.
Seal. Here. Explosion. No way. No. Power. Force seal. Don't get in my way. I think it's strong enough. Reduce the way. Healing circle.
Demon.
Okay, rain. Restoration.
Understood.
Get him! Explosion! Swallow dance!
Bring back the soul from purgatory. Resurrection.
Swallow dance!
Nurse.
Thanks.
Demon Fang.
Seal!
Hellfire.
I'm sorry.
Oh, another death. Yeah, by the way, if I, this is one of the reasons why, I think Concentrate is overrated. It doesn't matter if you take, it doesn't matter if you don't get, stunned during casting, if you just get killed before the spell goes off.
Be careful.
Beast! No way!
Light spear.
Don't get in my
Demon
way.
Fang.
Healing circle! Ice
All right.
spear! Powers, light, force seal!
Light
Get him!
spear.
Explosion!
Hellfire.
Okay, I need to magic cleanse.
Take this!
There you go.
Freeze Lancer! Serpent, light, force seal! No way!
Don't get in my way.
Serpent powers, force seal!
Light spear.
Help is on the way. Healing circle.
Hellfire.
Beast.
Light spear. Demon Hellfire.
Beast.
Power,
Okay, you resurrect.
Understood.
force seal!
Bring back this soul from purgatory.
Explosion!
Don't get in my way. Damn. Don't get in my way.
Okay, no, not resurrection. Light bottle.
Over!
Be
Love ya.
careful. Ready? Don't get in my way.
Reduce
Resurrection.
Light spear.
Swallow dance!
Whoa.
Serpent power seal! Get him! Explosion!
Don't get in my way.
Ice tornado!
How could you do that?
You're gonna pay!
Not the face.
Beast!
Okay, genus, light bottle,
Ice spear!
Healing circle.
Light spear. Demon Fang.
Beast.
Reduce
Light
the
spear.
Take
Hellfire.
this! Ice tornado! Get him!
Ready?
Explosion!
How could you do that?
okay, tech, switch to eruption, I'm gonna life bottle rain,
Thank you.
Spear! Serpent seal!
Healing circle.
You're gonna pay!
Be careful.
Burn! Swallow eruption!
Light spear. Hellfire.
Take this! Ice tornado! Burn!
Careless.
Eruption!
I lost?
Man, I rule. I'm so cool.
I am honestly shocked I got positive grade for that. Yeah, there was a missed unison attack, I died constantly. Still, apparently the game thinks I did good. Yeah, so, despite the elemental weakness, Celsius is still one of the, I would say, more difficult summon spirits in the game. Even getting Sheena to ice immunity, Celsius does so much non-elemental damage that she can end up getting killed pretty easily anyway. And Fenrir's existence just, it continuously puts pressure on other characters. And, honestly, I hope people take away that Concentrate is overrated from this fight, because Genis died just because he got hit a couple times while he was casting. But there will be more about how bad Concentrate is when we get to the Coliseum. But for now, this has been DracoFlame67 with the Tales of Symphonia Boss Tour Remastered. See you next time.